Why, hello everyone. It's I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with my co-host Sweet Pea. Coming out with you with a Hero Veve Omi Star Trek Recur update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello, Sweet Pea. Hello, Sweet Pea. And a little bit, I guess we should touch on Earth 2 as well, because we do have that video coming out probably in just a couple of hours. Hopefully by the time you guys see this video, it's already out. That huge speculation. I can't wait. We're going to have multiple videos over the next couple of weeks. Again, can't wait for that. So first thing on the list, I guess a lot of people have been telling me to go over Hero, and I thoroughly enjoy the project. I only have one of those digital cards. It is Bane. It was gifted by Scabby. Me, Scabby, Steph, and a couple of other people that are native to Long Island will be going out at some point over the next couple of weeks when they do inevitably hit Walmart. I don't know if they're going to Kmart or Target or if they are just Walmart exclusive. Someone comment down below if you know exactly which stores they will or won't be going to, so I do not waste my time going to places that don't have them. But yeah, I'm not going to spend a crazy amount on it. Again, I do have a big tax bill to pay for, and since we cannot transfer items, I cannot sell my Eddie Riso, I cannot sell my Fantastic Four #1, and I just moved what little money I did have in order to kind of arm myself from that threat of, well, you guys know what. Anyway, moving on. Some of the concerns that I do have with Hero, they do come from Dan Schawbel saying that really high percentage of users are Veve. So when Veve does get their stuff together, they may dump Hero. Just to break that down a little bit, is that I don't think they would really dump Hero. I do think that Hero's enjoying a lot of people spending money on it right now. And again, I don't think people from Veve will dump necessarily. Maybe some might take profit, maybe some might. But I think for the most part, you'll just see a really large drop off of people spending money. The people spending money, let's say 25% of them still spend the way that they were. But again, as Veve gets their stuff together, as you know, Elsa, which is $1,000 right now, as the secret rare Spider-Man is 25,000, and the Walt you can get for under 17,000, I think it is ridiculously cheap. And once that does start going up, you'll see people chasing those green candles. They'll be FOMOing in. They'll be buying all those. So a lot of their purchasing power will be going from Hero to back to Veve, not including any other projects that may or may not come out. Speaking of which, we do have Recur, which I will talk about in a couple of minutes, and why there's some controversy over there. So the second one is that liquidity. We do have 8 million cards entering circulation this month, and saturation values plummeting. Saturation is probably would have been a better word that I would say. So the same way in which Pokemon will have a print run on a certain set, let's say it's a 25th celebration set, and then, oh, hey, this did really well. People are literally fighting in the stores to try to get them. Let's make another set. Or not make another set. Let's do another print run. 8 million more of these cards are coming this month. And again, I'm going to be buying a couple of them. But how many people like me and like, the Gale, like Steph Solantano or Justin Apple Pie, Pierce, or, Hello K and Biscuits? Yeah, there's a lot of us. But again, a lot of us are in Veve. How many of us are we going to prop that up? Or is it just going to be, oh, hey, we're a small part of the larger ecosystem that is out there? I don't know. But again, just a concern. And the last one he said was DC is everywhere. In some ways, they are nowhere. Once the cows come out, these people will move on to that project and spread and so forth. What he's talking about is the cows that are going to be on, I think, Palm NFT. Palm NFT announced, I think, last week that they had some Batman cows coming out. They look almost similar to Bored Apes. Like, it's the same cow, but it's different color. It's a slightly different, attribute or whatever. And with that, again, once people see, oh, hey, we can get not some physical items, we can get some items, the same cow that Batman had. Again, they are all JPEGs, they are whatever. So maybe they might go to that. They might leave Hero. Maybe that's one of his concerns. For me, I don't really see people really going there because I don't really see any other 3D digital collectibles. Again, Veve still has a monopoly on that for right now. Currently, I still think that Veve has no serious competition. I do think that Hero will be successful. I think Recur will be successful. But again, DC does seem to be pretty promiscuous and loose with their IP, sending them kind of everywhere, between Palm, between Veve, between Hero. How many other places are they going to go? It's not like Disney and Marvel where you can only get them in one place. DC kind of got to go everywhere. If you want a cow, you have to go one place. If you want the first Batman on the blockchain, you have to go to Veve. If you want, a comic book cover or you want one of these, you have to go here. So again, this is just some things to think about. Again, I'm still very bullish on the project, but those are some noteworthy concerns. Now, moving on to Recur, which again, I said that Veve has no serious competition because we have a monopoly on 3D digital collectibles, but maybe not necessarily a monopoly on really great IP. So if you look at Star Trek, Star Trek's Twitter, the official Star Trek that has 500,000 followers, they had tweeted earlier today or yesterday, depending on when you're watching the video, at Recur Forever. They had just tweeted something that they're coming there. We have Star Trek, they have Star Trek. What type of NFTs will they make? I don't know. But you have people, and again, I say take this with the largest grains of salt. Go to Star Trek's, go to that post, and look at the people's profiles of who are saying these things. I'll preface this with, remember how I've told people to step outside of Veve? Step outside of Veve NFTs, step outside of OMI and crypto. And in the normal world where people haven't really caught up yet, there's a lot of misinformation out there, many of which is on this thread. One person says, nothing says utopian socialist future quite like environmentally devastating monetized digital content, end quote. Basically, a lot of these people are saying that this is just capitalism run rampant. This is just a money grab, which is like, I will say one thing about capitalism. That is why we are the way we are. And I mean that in the best way. I mean that I would much rather be poor now in 2022 as opposed to being rich in 1990. Why? Because yes, you do have a widening gap between the 1% and everyone else. That is apparent. And there's a lot of political strife about that. But the rising tide raises all ships. That is why technology is getting so good. That is why we have so much amazing benefits that we have now that we didn't have 30 years ago. Moving on. Somebody else says, this is reprehensible in terms of both financial ethics and environmental impact. And it's not like people were, 58 likes, 44 likes. There's a lot of people that are liking and agreeing with this and retweeting these things. So I'm not sure how that this is reprehensible in financial ethics, because you're not hurting anyone. No one's forcing you to buy these things. It's not like you have bullies at school and they're giving you 2 tickets. You're a freshman, they're a senior. They're giving you 2 tickets to football games. Like, have the money for that by Friday. Yes, that is a real memory, not from me, but from a buddy of mine. And you just have to do it. They're not forcing you to do it. There's no gun to your head. There's no threat of being beat up. You buy it or you don't. And the environmental impact, again, I'm not completely sure about most other NFT projects, but I know things on Immutable X, which Veve and Recur are both on. Again, I don't have any stake in Recur. I don't have any of those passes or whatever, but it does seem like a project that is trying their very best. And again, being on Immutable X, the NFTs should be relatively close to zero. Like the amount of energy that was used to create this tweet was probably more harmful than the impact that these NFTs have. Again, I'm just going to read a couple more. Somebody writes that NFTs are not the future. They will kill our future. So again, the misinformation is real with people saying that NFTs will literally be the end of humanity. Not like the war with Russia. Not like anything else. Like it's... Says, please don't. Somebody can forgive most things, but not this. Please not crypto or NFTs. One last one. Nope, don't like that. Don't want that. NFTs will be the downfall of the thriving, sustainable world Star Trek hoped we'd get to. NFTs run a direct line to the burning, desolate world of Picard's dystopian alternate future. What the actual fudge? Again, go and look at the profiles of these people that are saying this, and you're like, oh, okay, that's why. Okay, moving on here. We do have some Pokemon news today, and a lot of the Pokemon news does come back to Veve. We have Jason Page, the original singer of the Pokemon theme song, I Wanna Be the Very Best, on his Instagram, somehow had an AR Dragonite just dancing while he was doing his thing. And a lot of the comments were, when Veve? Hey, when is this going to be on Veve? I'm not even sure if Jason Page knows what Veve is. I don't know if he still has any ties to the Pokemon company officially, or if he's just kind of riding that wave and, taking that 15 minutes of fame and going pretty hard, pretty heavy with it. In other news, we did have our own Uncle Jay, Jeremy Padour, did make a little bit of headlines today, or 9 hours ago, where Logan Paul says the real star of WrestleMania was his 1/1 PSA 10 Pikachu Illustrator that he had purchased for $5.275 million, officially setting the Guinness World Record for the most expensive trading card sold at a private sale. Most expensive Pokemon trading card, I should have said. It says, an absurd amount of cardboard, but let me explain. The Pikachu Illustrator is the rarest Pokemon card in the world. He said only 39 of them exist, and that is an iffy number. You are being such a good co-host today. Yes, you are. And this is the only PSA 10, which he says is perfect condition, but really this was a PSA 9. This was regraded a couple times. If you take a look at the slab number, you can see that is an old number. He said until this weekend, there were no pictures or videos of this card anywhere. Again, there actually were, but it was a PSA 9 at the time. This is the first time it was a PSA 10. Logan Paul continues on saying the previous owner was extremely private, and its existence was only a rumor. With a connection made by collectible expert at Jeremy Com, or Jeremy Padour, says, I finally found the seller and insisted he sell it to me. I traveled to Dubai last year to secure it after 5 months of negotiations. He held it in an $80,000 custom diamond pendant with a Pokeball, although it actually does look like it's a Master Ball, if you can tell, because it has a purple top. And I think that is Logan's house, but yeah, that's it. And again, a lot of people at this point are really, really, really talking about Veve, saying, hey, when Veve? Because Logan Paul has mentioned them in the past, has mentioned Omi in the past. Jeremy Padour responds, thanks Logan, to put this Grail purchase into perspective. PSA 10 Topps 1952 Mickey Mantle, which is a Pop 3, sold for $250,000 in 1999. Today, that card would sell for $30 to $35 million, which is 150x in 20 years. The Pikachu Illustrator is a critical grail of Pokemon cards. This 10 is a Pop 1 of 1. So, Akil Patterson says right on. So, anyway, again, a bunch of people, even known as Veve Viral, says, you know what else Jeremy collects? Key pieces on Veve Official. And he tags Omi in there. So anyway, guys, that is it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Your favorite piece of news. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. And everyone say bye-bye to Sweet Pea. Bye-bye, Sweet Pea. You are being such a good little co-host. Okay. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow, meow.